Hey, how's it going, man?
Good. So I got this for you.
Yeah, I get a lot of people bring stuff like this in, man. I know it looks old, but it's still just worth $1.
But this one's signed by former President Ronald Reagan and Walt Disney.
Oh, wow. Sorry about that.
I purchased the dollar bill at a private auction. I believe the dollar to be signed in the early 1950s. I'm gonna be asking for $4,300. I want to sell it because I've had it for a little while and I just feel like it's time to move on from the item and somebody else could appreciate it now.
This is really cool. So do you know any of the story behind it?
Ronald Reagan was the MC for the opening of Disneyland.
Okay.
And with the date of the bill, I believe it to be from that time, but I can't say with 100% confidence.
God, it'd be really cool if you had some kind of proof for that.
Oh, I know, right?
Mind if I take a look at it?
Absolutely.
Okay, that looks like it could be Walt Disney's signature.
Ronald Reagan actually signed the back as well, so.
Okay. So, what are you looking to do with it, man?
Well, I'm looking to sell it.
All right, any idea what you're looking to get out of it?
I mean, I'm looking to get probably $4,300 for it.
All right, do you mind if I have somebody come down and verify the signatures? I mean, they're pretty sloppy and faded on there. I'd just like to make sure they're real before I even made you an offer.
That would be fine. I totally understand.
All right, I'll be right back.
Thank you. I'm absolutely looking forward to an expert coming in because I think it will be good to have somebody with skill to evaluate the signatures and tell me if it's authentic.
The guy's asking for a decent amount of money, so before I make an offer, I called up Steve to come check it out. So we got a silver certificate signed by Walt Disney and Ronald Reagan twice. I'm assuming they had to be in the same place at the same time and a guy had a dollar bill in his pocket.
That's usually the most common thing, like especially back in 40s, 50s, 60s. People say, hey, what do I have in my pocket? Money. So they get you on a dollar bill, sometimes, a $100 bill. It depends how you roll. So what are your concerns?
I can tell that the signatures are not the greatest. And then other than that, man, I have no idea what combined they could be worth.
Okay, cool. So the first thing I'll do, Corey, I want to look at the examples that I have on file, both these guys. The first one I'm going to look at is Reagan. Reagan used a myriad of secretaries, used in movies, politics. What I do look for is this last name, and especially I take a look at right here, this G and how he forms it. And he gets pretty lazy with it almost. And he just kind of drags it down and brings it back up. So we're kind of seeing that again there. Next one is Disney. The thing I always look for with Disney's signature is just this beautiful flowing autograph. First thing I want to look for are the transition points here. And I'm starting to see that a little bit, but I have to be honest with you, it's really difficult to see here what was going on here. Could the crease have been there before? Because you could see a slight interruption here. Look at his D right here, and we're seeing the same type of overlapping, we're seeing the same structure and form. Based on everything I've seen, Disney matches perfect. The Reagan from the period matches perfect. No doubt signatures are authentic.
Okay. And since they're both on the same bill, what is it worth?
Okay, with that said, condition's not great on this piece, but I still think it's pretty unique. To have the two of them together, I'd put this value right at about $3,000.
Okay. All right, man, I appreciate it. Cool.
Good to see you, man. Yeah.
Thank you.
Good luck. Yeah. There's no doubt when you mix two iconic names like Disney and Reagan together, it's going to end up being a good buy. Now, what do you have to sell that to? You have to find that niche collector that wants to buy a piece signed by both of them together.
All right, so it's legit, and my guy's saying I could probably sell it for $3,000. So I would pay you like 1,800 bucks.
Yeah, I mean, I really think my $4,300 is actually pretty fair.
Would you go 22?
You're killing me with that.
That's the best I can do.
I think I'll have to decline that.
All right, man. Well, offer stands if you want to come back with it, all right?
I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm passing on $2,200 because I just think that it will bring a lot more than that. What I'll do with the dollar now is probably frame it up, get a picture of the two, and hope I can find that one person to pull the trigger on it.